Welcome to another Scott Tanner Violin video, where I create videos to help you become a more successful violin student. And if you get a chance, jump over to my YouTube channel, Scott Tanner Violin, where I have other teaching, practice, and performance videos, and my favorite, my own music videos. If you're looking for a video about how to play "O Come Little Children" from Suzuki Volume 1, you come to the right video. As always, I'm going to divide the technique into a right-hand technique and a left-hand technique to be able to play "O Come Little Children." We're going to begin with the right-hand technique for playing "O Come Little Children," and that comes in the way of learning how to play at the balance point. And the balance point is often misunderstood as maybe being about the middle of the bow, where really the balance point is where your bow will balance on your finger. Try that with your own bow and see where your bow will balance. Once you have found the balance point, I encourage you to put a sticker right there, something to indicate that balance point. And then we're going to play at the balance point, practicing on going up bow on E, and this is a pickup note. It's the first note we find in "O Come Little Children." So we'll play a pickup note starting at the balance point. Be careful too that when you go up bow, your shoulder and arm don't go up bow either. We just want the forearm to move up and then down. The second bow technique to practice for "O Come Little Children" is that in the way of bow distribution, which is a technique that we've learned in previous pieces. The bow distribution is a long, short, short, long, short, short, just like a variation. And I would encourage you to practice that so that the transition from up bow to down bow is very smooth, and that also your transition between short and long bows is very smooth. I'll play it one more time for you. I'll begin at the balance point, and then the up bow for the pickup note. Up, long, short, short, long, short, short, long, short, short, slow, and stop. Up, down, little up, little down, little slow, and stop. When it comes to left-hand technique for "O Come Little Children," we'll want to use the second finger to tunnel the E string. To review that idea, it just means that we're placing second finger on the A string and playing an open E. And then pick up your second finger and play open E. Now for "O Come Little Children," we're going to combine the right-hand technique of bow distribution and starting at the balance point along with the tunnel E, and that would sound like this. The second left-hand technique idea is that of an independent third finger on the E string, which would play the note A. We could also practice that up bow. And then we'll practice that starting with the pickup to measure 13. One more time. "O Come Little Children" has a repeat, which means that we'll play through the piece twice. We'll now move into the practice segment of this video, meaning I'll play real slow. And also, I want you to keep your eyes up here on the screen if you can, for ideas or thoughts or comments about what's coming next. I'll begin with an introduction. how did it go? I hope you practiced the technique to be able to play it at that tempo. And remember that slow practice is the best way to play faster. We'll now play O Come Little Children at a performance tempo, a tempo that would be really good for a recital. And remember, if you need to slow it down or speed it up, you can go to the settings wheel at the bottom right side of this video to make that adjustment in tempo. And I'll begin with an introduction. Well, if you're able to play at that tempo and you have very few, if any, mistakes, then you're ready to move on to the next song in the Suzuki repertoire, which is May Song. Keep practicing, and I'll see you over there.